roller coaster economy is costing amusement park visitors big bucks, and it is hurting the park's bottom line too. An average family can spend $500 at one outing at an amusement park when you take in the tickets, the food, the parking into account, and that figure doesn't even include hotel costs if you're thinking about making a big trip. Peter Trabucco is an expert on amusement parks. Some job, Peter, let me tell you. He's the author of America's Top Roller Coasters and Amusement Parks, which I understand is a book you wrote to help get over your fears.
Yeah, actually, I was afraid of roller coasters, and well, for many years I was afraid to actually go near one. My daughter was born, and I said, you know, I don't want to sit on the sidelines, even though I was a pilot and still am a pilot, did the aerobatics and everything. Yeah. But I just wanted to overcome that fear, and I realized that childhood fear goes a long way, and it was actually writing the book actually helped me get through it. And in the actual book are tips on how to overcome your fear as well.
Oh, well, that's good, because a lot of people are afraid of them. Me not being one of them, I got to tell you, I love those things. But how is the economy hurting amusement parks?
Well, as you know, the economy has hurt everybody out there, and unfortunately, it has hit the amusement parks. The amusement parks are doing okay. They're starting to recover. You might have known that the Six Flags operation unfortunately had to, well, tighten their belts a little, but they're still doing fantastic. I think last year they did 22 million people that came into the parks out of their 15 parks, and Cedar Fair is doing well, almost $1 billion. Disney is obviously doing well and rebounding, but for a time there, it was very tough for all the industry.
But what about the concept of people saying, you know what, it's so pricey to go travel someplace far away, let's go to a local amusement park? I mean, it can be a cost-saving measure if you want to just get away and get some fun.
Well, the great thing is there's so many amusement parks out there. You don't have to go to the big ones like Disney, Universal, and so on down the line, Busch Gardens. You can also go to the local parks, and during these times, the economy being this way, it's a great way to escape and get away from everything. So basically, I tell people, go to the local park. Yeah. You know, and that's the way to beat it.
Are the amusement parks, though, I mean, they're aware of this. They want to get their numbers back up into black for sure. So are they doing anything like incentives, cost-cutting deals for families?
Absolutely, all the time. All the majors, like for example, Disney World, they always have these specials. In fact, you can actually save money on different things like meal plans and stuff along those lines. So that's something that they're doing. The thing is, season pass tickets are great because if you use the ticket twice, and this goes for anything, Cedar Fair, Six Flags, Disney, and so on.
2 times is all it takes.
Two times is all it takes, and now you're starting to use their ticket money. Basically, is what it boils down to. It's actually a very great way to do that. All of them are doing it, and of course, they've got extra things if you go to their parks, if you stay at their hotels. There's a meal plan that they have, so you can get on a budget for the meal plan, which is a fantastic thing. I know Disney's been doing that, and other parks are starting to do that as well.
You kind of have to bite the bullet at the outset, though, because you walk up to the ticket booth and you're seeing $70. I mean, you know, pushing upwards of that sometimes, particularly, I mean, Disneyland. You know, I go and visit that sometimes when I'm out in LA.
Yeah. Well, it's true. I mean, they are, but when you look at the long picture, I mean, a lot of times, for example, with Disney, you can buy a park hopper, and you might not get to all the parks. You can still use that ticket if you come back. They're good for, you know, not just for that one day. So there are ways you can get around that. And if you just buy a ticket one day, they can tell you, come on back, we'll change this and become a season pass ticket.
So you think this is going to be a big summer blockbuster, amusement parks?
Oh, yes. There's some great rides out there, some great ones. I know.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite?
My favorite is actually in Sandusky, Ohio, Cedar Point. It is called Millennium Force, although you did mention California Screaming, which is a good one for Disneyland as well.
Yeah, it's at the California Adventure. That thing, you take off the G-forces, it's like 2 seconds, and then you're up in a big loop, and it's so fun. Okay, anyway, good to talk with you. It was a lot of fun, Peter Trabucco. Good luck with the book, America's Top Roller Coasters and Amusement Parks. Let's